Hello and welcome to Cross Training for Musicians. My name is Dave Vining and I'm the author of Cross Training for Musicians. This resource came about as a result of my recovery from embouchure dystonia, and it includes 5 of the modalities that helped me recover. These are just little bite-sized chunks of each modality, and the modalities include the Alexander technique, body mapping, Feldenkrais, yoga, and stretching. I was able to recover by creating a cocktail of these modalities and others in order to retrain my embouchure so that I could avoid the inevitable spasms that occurred with the embouchure dystonia. I'm happy to report that I'm able to play now, in some ways better than I could prior to the dystonia. But I wanted to create this resource to help people avoid trouble and to help you get out of trouble if you find yourself in pain. Many musicians play in pain now. It's not surprising considering the amount of repetition that we have to undergo for our craft. The guiding principle behind cross-training is to take breaks, take what I call movement breaks from practicing in order to relieve your body from the stress of all of those repetitive motions. In order to enforce this, which is hard to do, I recommend using a timer. It could be your most valuable resource. So you put the timer on at the beginning of a practice session, and you practice for 20 minutes maybe, however long you think is appropriate, and then when the timer goes off, you stop practicing, you cue up cross-training, and you do the first movement break for that day. This is typically constructive rest from the Alexander technique, and it takes 4 or 5 minutes. Once you're done with that movement break, resume your practicing, set the timer again. And when it's time, you can take your second movement break on that day and just cue that movement break up. And it's usually a Feldenkrais activity of some sort. And you would progress through your practicing in this way by providing your body a variety of movements. It should help your body to stay supple and happier amongst the intensity of the practicing that you're doing on your instrument. I can't stress enough how important it is to use a timer. It's very difficult to make yourself take breaks like this because when you get into practicing, it's easy just to keep going without stopping. And that's part of what happened to me was I did not take regular breaks and take care of myself. So that's the principle behind cross-training. Enjoy.